welcome back to another episode of the Mind's Menagerie, where I will not redo the introduction because we have recording errors, so maybe I'll patch something in if I remember to do that. Apologies again. With all of the technical details and difficulties out of the way, Helena, it's been a week. Would you remind us what happened last time?
Oh my goodness. Are we still in Ythryn? We sure are. Okay, so we had just crashed a party. We are in the spire of Iriolarthas, who up to that point I thought was like just the title of this tower, but it turns out it's the Lich's name. So for any of you who did not make that connection, here I am to enlighten you. So we're in the spire and we come upon this creepy party of some sort of illusion magic. We break the illusion, they disappear, brains come on in. We're like, we don't want to deal with brains right now, so we had to kill all of them. It wasn't too difficult. So then we're exploring some more. Altus and Friedhelm find a harp thing that they bicker over whether to open it. Z finds a bar. And then Tempest goes and she finds another room that has the former Archmage of Ythryn, who is now a brain, atop a helmed horror. Very cool look. Very cool. Tempest immediately shoots her, but then they talk, and then all the men come in and just really muck it up. So then we have to fight her and kill her. So now she's gone. We're looking at these notes. She also told us a few things. She told us that the Lich's study is up at the tower. We can cross the gap by walking. We're like, there's nothing there, and she's like, just walk. And so we're like, okay, I guess there's something there. She also talks about the Lich. He's like immune to a bunch of different conditions. He's resistant to stuff. He's immune to non-magical weapons, poison, psychic, and necrotic damage, just like a real boner killer. So we find out some information. So then
definitely
we're like,
killed my chip.
okay, here we go. We cross the gap.
We're 2 minutes in.
We cross the gap. There is a bridge there. It's invisible, but it's solid. So we cross, and then we're in this beautiful room with all these mirrors and all these like points and crystals. And then an illusory spirit appears. It's Everclear, and he's wearing purple robes. And he's like, "What's up, guys? I'm really happy to see you. I am totally here to help you in a bunch of ways." And we're like, "Well, where's the study?" And he's like, "I can't help you with that." But, shrug, wink, wink. He gets us to look up. We find a hatch in the ceiling. We open it. And then we're in another room, an oval room. We are surrounded by a dome of wall of force. Over there, one doorway, 2 creepy slashes guarding it. 2 like voids in the air. And then there's a green crystal that seems to be connected to the wall of force that we're in. Otis is like, "I got this." Peace. He bops out of the dome and over to the door, which obviously animates the void slashes. Recapitated.
And that is where we find you all, in this room with one of your members outside of the dome of force, the rest of you still trapped within. Roll initiative.
At least we don't have to worry about Avers coming back anymore.
Not dead yet.
Oh, baby, keep them coming.
All right. Tell me what you've got.
Did you give me
21.
advantage or?
Sure,
Well, are you on the other side of the thing?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Like I can do anything, Coulter.
Okay. It's not like at the beginning of the day or anything?
It's every time.
Oh, every time? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Altus.
I'll let you give it to then.
No one.
Z.
10. Yeah. 10.
All right. Otis.
13.
All right, you guys are kind of bunched up in the middle here. And Friedhelm.
22.
D22. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you said D2, but you flipped a coin?
I wanted to make sure I could watch Otis die.
And
I
then,
couldn't do anything.
Oh, shit. Didn't get.
I'm sorry, buddy.
because I was talking to Tempest while I was trying to type in their initiative, I had just Tempest listed at 2 places on the thing. All right, so with that, Friedhelm, you start us off. At
That's
the top
my
of the
new
round.
ability where I get to go twice.
You get to go when you're around and with the enemy.
Who's the best person to take with me if I were to teleport?
Do we think these slashes are immune to my non-mage weapon?
Probably.
Well, then not me.
Probably either Tempest or I.
I really wish I had
But
used
I
this
mean,
step.
I might have the strength to destroy this crystal. I don't know if it
That's
requires strength or not, but
All right, I will dimension door with Tempest.
All right, where are y'all going?
Just outside it, which seems like such a waste of the dimension door spell. And then I'm going to move to the side of the wall of force because I am not a brave man. There we go.
So basically, what you all just saw was Friedhelm open a door within the glass, and he and Tempest step out before the door poofed.
Point of order. Where is Volin and Kingsport?
They have not come up the hole yet.
Okay.
This all happened before they have joined you, so they are down below, having a lovely conversation with Everlast. And with that, we are down to Tempest.
okay. So I run up to this one. Let me see. Can we flank? No, I don't think so. Okay, so just run up to that one, and I will attack twice.
All right.
Recklessly? Why not? Rage too. Forgot to say that, but obviously, right?
Helena would like to
Okay. So we've got 25 and 22
Both will hit.
to hit, and then that's gonna be 16 plus 12 is 28, 38. So 38 damage, and then I'm gonna go. He can do the deck save.
And what kind of damage are you doing?
That's split, slashing, bludgeoning, whatever my axe is.
Okay, and the axe is non-magical?
Yeah.
All right, so as you strike, it goes straight through this void of nothingness that's in the air.
Friedhelm
With
regrets
no
his
reactions.
choices.
And then deck save for the lightning,
All right.
lightning damage.
And that is... And is that an area of effect, or is that one specifically?
It's one target.
5.
Okay, so he doesn't make that. So he takes 7 lightning damage.
All right.
If he takes that.
As the lightning hits it, you see it wrap itself around the shape of it, and the shape kind of warps and then returns to its natural form, but it feels like it definitely did something.
Cool.
All right, from Tempest, we are down to the blades.
Fantastic.
The one that Tempest attacked and did some damage to is going to, in turn, turn the same on her. Where? Does a 12 hit?
No.
All right. So it swipes in the air in front of you, but it's just missing your actual visage as it attempts to do so. And from there, we have another one going after its initial foe.
That's just like perfect black within.
Does
Is
a
there.
it is. It's like when you're looking at something that isn't there.
Yeah,
It's just an absence of space. Does a 17 hit?
Does not.
All right. So both of you are able to avoid them with some fancy footwork there, as they seem to vibrate with rage at the intrusion, and we are down to Otis.
Otis will cast Steel Wind Strike on the 2 blades and the crystal.
All right.
So Blade 1 is a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Blade 2 is a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
And the crystal is a 11 to hit.
That will hit.
Awesome.
Oh, shit.
What is that?
I mean,
spell?
it is a stationary object.
We're in a freaking Netherese. I don't know.
First is a 29 points of damage to the
And
first
what
blade.
kind of damage is this?
Psychic damage.
All right.
Second blade takes 35 points of damage.
And the first one took how many? Apologies.
29.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hank. And then the crystal takes 40.
As your strike hits the crystal, it just shatters, and you all see the wall of force evaporate as the remaining snow that was capped onto its surface shatters and crumbles onto the ground around you.
What does that spell look like?
It is classic anime. I put my hand on my sword and quickly go around and slice everything, and then come back to the same point with my sword.
But all we see
On
is
one
just him
knee.
go, shh.
Come back on one knee, head down.
Yeah.
You're a poser.
This ain't no me.
Two things. For one, anything else on your turn?
I'll, as a bonus action, start my dance. That's it.
All right. As he's getting jiggy with it, would you also check the volume on that microphone? Is it in the center on the top dial?
It is a little askew from center.
Thank you.
Put it in the
Perfect.
center.
All right. From there, we are down to Altis.
All right.
Altis Andromachus.
There's no more wall of force.
There's no more wall of force. I'm gonna move down to Otis's side here, and I'm going to swing with my magic rapier and hope for the best.
All right.
Thank you, Molly.
I'm gonna use my guided strike to make that a 19.
All right. That'll hit.
And yes, thank you, Malai.
It's
Shouts
like
out
the
to
best
Malai.
ability for you ever because you never roll higher than 9.
For 4 damage. But I'm going to use my War Priest ability to attack again. For, there we go, a dirty 20.
Awesome. That'll definitely hit.
For a whopping 5 more damage.
All right. Excellent. I would love a creature where the higher you roll, the less likely you are to hit it, like reverse AC. That would be a fun screwed up creature.
And just to check in, you're adding your dex and the +1 to your damage, right?
Yeah. I rolled a 1 and then a 2.
As Altis's slashes go through the blade itself, you see small flecks of that void start to chip off of it. And we are down from Altis to Z.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the one directly in front of Tempest.
All right.
So wild magic roll. It's an 18, so that's fine. It's a natural 1.
All right. As the guiding bolt goes off, it hits the crystal that was recently shattered and just adds a dark mark in the back of its casing. So that wall of force is extra down.
Okay.
Anything else, see?
Nope.
All right. From there, we're back up to the top of the round with Friedhelm.
With Friedhelm. Friedhelm is going to run up to Tempest. But like behind her? Yeah.
Flanking Tempest with the blade.
I'm going to grip the shaft of your axe real quick and cast Magic Weapon on it. So it is now a +1/+1 axe.
Right.
And then that's a bonus action. So I moved 5, 10, 15, 20. So 25, 30. There we go.
Fancy
I'm a
bonus
brave
action
man.
stuff.
Did the psychic damage seem to affect it? No problem.
It did seem to affect it.
Okay, then I'm going to cast Mind Sliver. I need an int save
All right.
from the sword, who should not be very smart.
You'd be amazed. No, Jim. That's an 8 for its insane.
All right, so
The
that's
sword
going to be 10 psychic damage. And then it takes a 1d4, subtract a 1d4 from its next saving throw.
Excellent. And as you see that shimmering shape in front of Tempest disrupt again. And yeah.
Oh, I just realized we hit 11. I was like, why am I doing 3d6? I was like, oh, we hit 11.
From there, we will turn back to Tempest.
All right, 2 attacks on the one in front
With
of
her
me.
now magic axe.
Magic axe now. Okay, so 9 plus 6 is 15,
That'll
and
hit.
8 plus 6 is 14.
That'll hit.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so that's 18 plus 12. That's 32. And so that's 32 magic slashing. And then
As
another.
your axe goes through it, reality seems to fold back into the space, and that warped distortion of the door behind it is gone.
Nice. So the other one can make a dex save.
And the dex save, the other one is an 18.
Okay, he makes it, so he's going to take 2.
All right. All right. From Tempest, we are down to the Blades. And as this one, seeing the damage that's been done to it by several different folks here, does a 25 hit?
Me?
Yes.
Yes. Just barely.
Right. And that is 77 force damage.
Minus 27.
Okay.
77.
That's
Wow.
amazing. Thank you.
Oh, fuck.
That's my entire arcane
Okay.
ward, though, so don't do that again.
Almost dead.
Okay. That's scary.
Oh,
We'll kill it before it's
Yeah.
next turn.
Okay.
And then we are down to Otis.
All right. Well, I wasn't going to do this, but now
It's
seeing
Scurvy.
that I'm at death's door, I'm going to.
Otis, you are starting your turn within 5 feet of the blade.
Yes.
So much.
Are we just
Does a 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
All right.
I was like, are we just telling Mark that we're doing that?
They have an ability that I momentarily lapsed. And if you start your turn within 5 feet, they can
Shadow
cancel
Blade
reaction to
at
attack.
level 3, and then I'll
Alright.
do 2 attacks towards the creature. That is a 15
Hits.
and a 18.
Hits.
Shadow
Blade of Shadows.
12 damage
Okay.
and 18 damage.
And as the second Shadow Blade bursts through the Blade of Shadow, it vanishes as well.
Well, that wasn't pleasant at all. As I cough a little blood up.
You got this, or you want me to do some, or what?
I can.
Okay.
Oh, Val needs both.
Sorry about that.
What am I looking at? Slots.
I'm going to investigate this.
did I save your life?
I had 1 HP. And I had 78, and they did 77 damage. So it was close. So close.
How do you have 78 HP?
They crit on an 18 or higher.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
That's cool.
They quit on a what?
And an 18 or higher.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 17. I was like, that is bigger than anything. I've never
So
seen
that
17.
was a crit hit then? Okay.
If it was not a crit, it would have been 19 damage.
Okay.
Instead, it was 77.
Y'all are too young for this.
Much
But you guys remember back in 3.5 when you could get a 16 to 20 crit range?
All right.
17 HP back.
Awesome.
Better than nothing.
That's a good start. Thank you.
As I'm like tapping you on the shoulder, are you? Oh my goodness, are you okay?
Oh yeah, fun.
Ice.
Disgusting.
Is there anything else in this room to look at?
The room itself seems fairly plain aside from this gem fix and the doors themselves.
Your magic weapon stays magic for an hour, so we should try
Oh, that's it?
and hustle a little bit.
Okay. All right, so she warned us about traps on doors. Magic-y people, you want to check this before we open it?
Detect magic.
The doors are non-magical.
Okay. Nothing magical. Altus, do you want to make sure there's nothing physically detrimental? I doubt there would be.
What do you mean by that?
Check for physical traps.
Don't you have thieves'
It's
tools?
like 14.
I don't think.
Because it would come up out of you if everyone just kind of pat you.
Oh, thank you.
I do.
I was gonna say, you've been our thieves' tool guy this whole time. Ever since Tranquil died.
I just don't know if it's been phrased to me like that. Like, Altus is the thieves' tool guy. Yeah, I am. I just happen to own thieves' tools.
Well, and
I'm
you're
not
also
the thieves'
proficient
guy.
in that.
It's like
Right.
it's like how having a pickup truck makes you the moving guy.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like
I think
moving.
Tempest also has thieves' tools, actually.
I mean, I could try. I will check for physical traps.
I would like to as well.
Okay, I guess I'm not sure what I have.
We need all the help we can get.
I have no pluses to investigation, but I do have
Actually,
sleight of
I
hand. Is that
How
needed?
long- Are you continuing to concentrate on detect magic?
Oh. Crap. I should have had you do detect magic, because that means the magic weapon is gone. Damn it.
Fun fact, I don't have detect magic.
You're a terrible wizard.
I hit things very hard.
I'm a wizard.
Well, he is a wizard.
I know. I can just hear him being like, I'm not a wizard.
Not a
blade
robot.
singer.
Not a girl. Oh.
Wow.
I don't know if the mics picked that up. My dog makes some really fun howling sounds when sirens go past.
If it's just an investigation check, I can do it as well.
Can I use my thieves' tools to investigate for traps?
Check for traps, sure.
I
Okay.
do not
What
have
kind of
those.
Let me.
check?
I'll just investigate. I have a +9. It's fine. I already did detect magic, so I could do it at the same time. I'm
Sure.
assuming,
Yeah, go ahead.
15.
There do not appear to be any mechanical oddities to the door itself. It just appears to be a door.
I push it open.
As Tempest pushes the door open, your detect magic lights up. On the other side of the door,
Good.
there is some sort of transmutation effect.
There's a strong transmutation effect. Also, a disturbance in the force.
So I shouldn't go in.
I don't know. I was waiting for the room to be
I
revealed.
throw a rock.
Does he sense it directly on the other side of the door, or is it farther in?
It's directly on the other side of the door.
Okay.
Can I determine where and what it is?
So it is like it. What to you it just looks like this wall of transmutation, like floor to ceiling.
What
Arcana
happens
check?
when the rock goes through it?
The rock just goes through it, kind of scatters on the ground and lands on the other side.
Arcana check?
All right.
I'll do one as well.
What about one of those floof things?
Yeah, Z, do we have a friend we can send in?
Sure.
It's only transmutation.
Got a 27.
I mean,
It's
Oh.
27 and
we can't be too safe.
21.
so with those high checks, this appears to definitely be a trap. As you're examining the field of magic itself, it appears that the aura gets thinner the higher up it goes, and it's originating from the floor.
I'm gonna pull a fluff out and weasel
no.
appears.
Okay. I was going to say, before you kill a weasel, I could just dispel it.
He asked me to do it, so I did it. But
Oh, okay.
I'm not sending it through yet. Flying weasel. Yeah. By the tail.
All right. Give me just one moment to check one thing on the world, the universe. And
You have
everything.
no time.
When you have two wizards in the group, pro tip, you should be prepared for them to dispel things.
I wonder if it's possible to get through a whole campaign without.
I need you to make an ability check with your spellcasting ability.
Sure.
I just imagine.
So I get to add my proficiency because it's a spell check.
Yes.
Because of my class features.
Just imagine Altus and Z are like talking, and Z pulls out the weasel. Meanwhile, Friedhelm and Chris are like discussing the intricacies of the magic.
Just holding up a weasel.
Tempest is just like tapping her foot, like, what is happening? Are we doing this?
22.
As you do it, you can tell that this was a powerful spell, and it seems that the aura fades down into the floor, and it becomes clear that it was a 10-foot by 10-foot square as it dissolves out to its edges, and the aura is no more. What?
But we don't know what it did.
No.
Okay. Well, whatever that was, it's gone now. And I turn to the weasel, and you get to live another day. And I boop it on the nose.
Like rolls its eyes in here.
What do weasels sound like?
E. They actually sub-vocalize weasels, so they're kind of like... Yeah.
So I'm gonna go up to, well, he's not here, but I'm gonna walk up to this corner and kind of just like stealthily look around the corner.
All right.
I'm gonna stealthily stealth over to the edge in stealth.
The room itself is fairly simple, and just walking to the edge of that hallway, you can see everything within it. Lining the far wall of this hall are 8 doors, each marked with a different arcane symbol. On the wall above them is etched an inscription in Draconic.
8 doors, huh? Magic doors. Great. More magic.
I will come forward.
All right. So both of you were going to step into this room. Is that what you're saying? You're both walking into
I'll
the room.
follow.
As long as my dispel magic is still active.
I am. Yes.
No, I'm kidding. All right.
I'll follow too.
As
You'll
will I.
follow 2 into the dark.
I will follow
Also,
you.
Valin and Kingsport would have been in this room by now.
If you want to call them up, because they were still down in the hole below.
Oh, well, I would have called them as soon as the blades were down.
Right. Let me bring them around town.
I mean, if I wasn't afraid of like Lich getting behind us and killing Valin and Kingsport, I would just tell him to like post up somewhere.
Oh, I wonder how interesting that the Lich could get behind you. All right.
No,
So,
I don't like that at all.
what are you all doing now that you are in this room with its 8 doors, draconic inscription, and
I
magical
will
symbols?
read the inscription for sure.
Speak thy master's name and enter.
And then what are the symbols on the doors?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Want to assist me, buddy?
Yes.
Speak thy master's name and enter.
There you go. Assisted.
Do you have Draconic?
Boom! Assisted.
25.
25. They are clear from what you saw when you were They are clear from what you saw in examining all of the towers' arcane symbols for each of the towers.
All right. So, do we need to make an int check to remember any of the names of the archmages of those towers?
You can make a history check because you have met 2 of them.
Help me out again?
I'll do 1. That's 22.
Good. We're not going to talk about
Otis, as it's discovered that that's what the inscription says, you remember from the dealings with the necromancer that the high necromancer was Katovix. And all of you, once hearing the name Katovix, get the memory of the enchantment tower where you saw the writing on the walls in mud and ink and blood and wine, and that was the high enchanter Elvira.
No surnames, though. Do you think that'll be enough?
I think it's probably fine. I'll step up to the necromancy door and say,
Yes, I much prefer necromancy.
Katovix. And step through.
Okay, so opening the door, you are in a chamber of darkness. Beyond the door itself is just a wall of pitch black. Stepping into it, all of you see Otis vanish.
Otis, call out if you are in pain.
Otis,
Do
can
I
you
hear
hear
it?
us?
Oh. Ah!
Oh.
If I reach my hand in, do I feel him?
Yeah, you can still feel his shoulder, and as you do, your hand.
And then that actually
disappears
scares
into
me.
It's just me.
Oh.
Here.
Sorry.
Detect magic still?
This appears to be magical darkness.
Should I dispel it, or do we think we can traverse it?
Are you going to continue walking forward?
Yeah, sure. I'll continue.
Should we tie a rope
As-
around you first?
About 10 feet into this magical darkness, you enter just as quickly, it seems, you are out of it. A vortex of glowing stars hangs in the air inside this chamber, slowly rotating on its axis. As the constellations move, they cast radiant starlight across the walls. 8 high-backed chairs, each bearing a different arcane symbol, face this starry miasma. Behind you, the darkness is still intact.
Okay. Is the starry goodness ahead of me making any kind of like moves towards me, or is it just...
It's just
hanging out
rotating
there?
slowly in the air as you see the
Can I
constellations.
do an Arcana check to see if I know what the hell is going on here?
Otis, are you alive? Should I dispel the darkness?
Oh, that's not good.
Find the staff.
15?
With a 15, as you're watching this rotate in the air, it's clear that this is some sort of council chamber.
Okay.
That maybe this was used for some sort of decision-making purpose. As you do see it rotate, though, something's off with the constellations that you have learned in your lifetime. And I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
He's going mad.
Okay.
We're all mad down here.
Some more than
13.
All right. There is a dark star floating in a position central where no star exists today.
That's interesting.
Look, if
Is that all it is?
Notice it.
Okay. I'll shout back. No need to dispel. Just walk through a bit if you trust me.
Heard?
I go through.
I go through.
Okay.
If Mark loses a second character to running off in the
Mm-hmm.
distance,
What's left?
After the people I trust go through the darkness, I will go through.
Out of curiosity.
Fire first.
Out of curiosity, Valin goes up to the enchanter door, speaks the name, and her and Kingsport enter out the door by your side.
Show off.
Proper caster.
It's always helpful to see things change, you know?
Well,
Gather information.
I'll point out the black star to everybody. That isn't supposed to be there.
so why is it here?
I need you all to make intelligence saving throws.
I'm feeling.
Way to go, Otis.
So Otis is the BBEG. Got it.
Oh, thank God.
26.
16.
I got lucky is what I did.
Nice.
What? Hold on. Before you tell, what did you get? Oh, I can't.
You got a 2?
I can't help you there, buddy.
Wait, but he used luck to roll
I
again.
got a 3, and then my luck got me a 2.
Oh,
And what was your Z?
17.
Luck again?
Right.
I'm gonna need that other one at some point too.
What if this turns you into a pile of goo?
got a point.
As you all recognize this is true, some of you more than others, just from either having the education of knowing what the constellations are meant to look like, or from recognizing in the sky what should be where. He is correct. Whatever this is not existent today, it would seem.
I'm waiting for the bad news.
What do you all do in the room?
So it looks like this is a council chamber of some ilk. I don't know if we just press on from here or if there's any
Well,
goods to be had.
Archmage offices would usually be off of a council chamber.
Yes, but there's only 4 rooms. And
Well, that one has double doors, so maybe there's a larger hallway.
What happens if we sit in the chairs?
there's not enough of us to fill.
Good
Right.
point. I'm just wondering.
And you should never sit in a wizard's chair. Just as a general rule. Don't sit in my chairs.
I don't subscribe to the wizardry antics.
Very tender buttocks. This way.
Yeah.
Each
and I will
wizard chair has a
stealthily peek around that
little
corner.
magical ring of force on it.
You go to sit down and it just points you.
Little did you know, but hemorrhoids are a huge problem for wizards.
All right, which way are you going first?
Tempest is going to peek into this hallway.
Tempest, I apologize. Tell me which of the hallways, because I'm not exactly sure.
The far right.
How did we talk
All
about
right.
Do you see her token?
I do see her token now. Apologies.
I have a question.
No questions.
Okay.
Home Depot can help.
That's if you have a project. Home Depot can help. Come at me, I work there. Do I recognize any of the constellations?
Roll another Arcana check.
Arcana.
Thanks for jinxing it.
Fuck you. 8.
As you approach, the stars shift and move as this miasma rotates, and suddenly these are the constellations of home.
Interesting.
You notice it doesn't happen until you get within about 5 feet of it.
Okay.
Stepping away from it, they shift back. Again. Tempest, peeking around that corner into the room over here, the walls of this roughly triangular room are filled with floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. Hundreds of books and scrolls were thrown free from their resting places when the city crashed and now cover the floor. Time and bitter cold have not been kind to them.
I start sifting through them. Maybe something. I guess if something has. Oh, I can't read any of this. Never mind.
Can one of us try to see if we can go look through and salvage anything?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, if you are interested in it, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
It seems like a good project for Valin and Kingsport, as we want to keep Kingsport out of harm's way.
Excellent. True.
16.
All right. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. It's difficult to tell what is and isn't usable, as most of the pieces crumble into dust as soon as they're disturbed. And several of them have layers of ice that's beginning to melt on top of them, destroying the paper as it works its way through. You do find, as you're digging around, a key underneath a crumpled pile of papers.
I will pocket that.
All right. Is anybody else looking in there? I will send Valin as well.
I can take a peek around.
Well, she also has the big talky translaty word.
Investigation.
My name is Professor Scant.
That was out of character. Friedhelm would never be so disrespectful. How dare you?
Say again?
Investigation.
Yes.
Shit. It's going to be an 11.
You're kind of in the same boat as Z. Seeing him find that key and digging kind of in a similar area, it seems that very little has survived. And as you do, Valin picks up a scroll that seems to be intact, as the case around it in which it sits is still sealed. Opening it, she announces to all of you that I found a scroll of the comet.
Oh.
The comet.
What the hell is the comet?
I'm not sure. This is not really fitting anything that I've seen before. As Professor Scant comes over to examine it with her, reading the Netherese's tongue. Oh, it seems that it summons a comet to fall from the sky and crash to the ground at a point that you can see up to 1 mile from your location.
What?
You must be outdoors to use the scroll, or nothing happens and the scroll is wasted.
Well, here's how we destroy this place.
I think that's the solution.
Isn't it under ice and rubble.
But as long as we can see where it's at once we get up, we can just send the comet crashing through the ice.
I suppose, yeah.
Well, if it doesn't affect us a mile away, there's no guarantee we'd be able to break through the Ragged Glacier. It's quite thick.
We could try.
It's a freaking comet.
With a shot.
It's worth a shot, I believe.
Yes. Dealing with the heat, it is possible. No guarantee, of course.
Or we wait for the glacier to
Melt.
weaken a little bit since the winter's over, and then do it.
Something for the to-do list. I like it.
I'm assuming it has to be cast by a wizard.
It does not say. So it can be cast by...
Me?
Well, Z has anger issues. Altus has a tendency to make knee-jerk decisions, and no offense, Tempest, but I believe this is safest in my hands.
I don't think so. Perhaps Valen should keep it for now.
Yeah.
She's a nice
agree
neutral
with
party.
As you're all having this conversation, she's already tucked in. As much as I respect all of you, you can take it from my dead body.
Noted.
But it would be cool to cast that while you were dying, because it's sure to kill whoever just killed you.
Ooh,
I think that
retribution, I like it.
A fantastic opportunity. I always like a fail-safe. And she will exit the library with that line. Where would you all like to look or go next?
Well, it would make sense to check the other side room there.
The alcove there?
Yeah.
Excellent. Is that revealed? Yes, it is. A 10-foot tall spindle of gray stone hovers upright and rotates slowly inside this circular chamber. All around it, the surface of the room's walls are cracked, as though some terrible energy once coursed through them.
I think we found your spindle.
My what?
Didn't you read a letter about a spindle?
Did I?
In the letter, it was discussed that it was dragged from the ground, from the bottom of the ocean. And since you, of course, still have that paper in your pocket, I will go ahead and reread it to you. An unfinished letter that details the acquisition of an artifact dating back to the Empire of Astoria. The rune-carved stone spindle is described as having an unknown purpose, but the writer notes that it has been moved to the Citadel's stasis chamber for further study.
The cracks... Does it look like the cracks were there on purpose, like this was channeling something, or that something, when it fell, the cracks were made?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
I can help with that.
Okay.
So, advantage. There's 1.
More like sad vantage, am I right?
14.
They are chaotic. It doesn't appear that these would be something that was intentional.
Okay.
Anything from detect magic?
It is the brightest thing you have ever seen, to the point that looking at it with detect magic focused upon, it's like a whiteout. Like you can't even get a color like you would usually see from a source of magic. It's just like it's all of them at once glaring.
Well, whatever it is the singular most magical object in this place.
So then don't mess with the status chamber.
Stasis.
Oh, stasis. I'm sorry.
Do I feel like casting Identify would get me any more information or no?
Not even
I mean, you can try, but it's kind of outside of any knowledge that any of you would have, so I don't know if you'd have any way to tell.
I don't know if it's worth taking 10 minutes to try and identify whatever this is.
I think we push on for now.
Yeah. We know it's here if we think we need to come back, that it's like a peaceful puzzle or something,
But for now, I think it's best we move on.
based on this letter, they didn't even know what it was.
You see Valin standing behind all of you as you discuss what to do with the spindle, and she has a notepad out as she's sketching the shape of it and its location and noting what you're all observing. All right, what's next?
I check this little one on the bottom.
All right. So these double doors are locked.
Okay.
Didn't we?
Did I see Z find that key? Were you sneaky about it?
I wasn't sneaky about it, but like, if you
Attention.
say it's locked, I'd be like, oh, I found a key.
Okay.
With Detect Magic, you can see that the door is warded with abjuration.
We'll probably need a knock spell. Try knocking. That worked last time.
Tempest and I both.
Nothing happens.
I think he has me here. That's fine. We can do that.
Z, the metal of the hinges and hardware of the door is the same color as the key.
Are you sorry?
Where are
You're
you
here?
thinking she's at?
He said double doors. I just think he thinks that there.
Oh,
That's
she
fine.
was
I'll be
going.
there.
She was going here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
It's okay. I
misunderstood.
mean, either one. I
I
would.
was like, that's double doors?
I didn't even realize there was anything there.
I cannot, for whatever reason, I just cannot see Tempest on this
Well,
map. I think it's the
said
purple.
the bottom. That doesn't help. I don't know how to describe to you because I know you can't see.
Yeah,
recording.
but his is the same direction as ours, so if you use our directions, it's fine.
As you and me, like he's looking at it like this.
Yeah, because his screen is the same as this one.
It's reversed for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because
So-
Tempest is on the left hand of the screen right now?
She's on the left hand of the screen for me, and which is right on here for me.
Yeah, but when we're looking at it, we can tell you left and you see left. is
Oh,
what
I
I'm
see
saying.
what you're saying. Okay.
I think she's
Sorry.
looking at his bottom is over here, then
Yeah.
his top is there.
Well, either way, in there it is a
I'll try to ping it more.
black dark hallway, matching the
Black
other.
dark. Oh,
gates.
it's like one of
probably one of
these.
those, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's go to those double doors then. All right. It's locked. You have that key, and it's got abjuration magic on it. Hey, I think I'm learning stuff about magic.
Do we think that the key is going to dispel the magic, or do we need to figure out how to dispel the magic before the key?
I don't know.
Is the magic that you sense, is it before the door, or is it part of the door, or...
I need Coulter to resolve my text message before I answer that for you.
Yeah. So, it. Really quick. So, you are going to put the key in the lock?
No,
No. Okay.
I'm asking him first.
We're talking
Okay,
about the abjuration.
He is not standing with you at the door.
Where is he at?
In the other room,
With the spindle.
reaching out
Oh dear God!
to touch it,
Wow, didn't think I would have to worry about that.
it is this shocking vibration that comes down your fingers, through your chest, out your other arm, and you see, only with the detect magic and with nothing else, that blinding white course through your body and spray back into the spindle. You are otherwise unaffected.
And there's no mechanical things that are going on? Nothing?
Touched.
All right. Until somebody comes get me, I'm going to experiment with it more and more.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, that changes because we don't know that there's abjuration magic there, so
Yeah.
I just put the key in the hole.
Click, and it's unlocked. On the other side of this door is a balcony.
Oh.
And you recognize now that this is where you first saw the Frostmaiden when she made the announcement across the city, threatening all of you what feels like so long ago.
Do we feel like we're at the top of this tower?
Stepping out onto the balcony itself, you are high above the city, but if you look up, the tower does keep going.
They told us there was 3 stories as well, but I thought his office was supposed to be on this floor.
It's on the top floor.
Oh, is it? I thought there was
That's
like
what
a
Miranda
machine or
told
something
us.
on the top floor.
I think she's talking about the second floor.
do you
This
get
floor,
up
the
there?
spire.
That's the question.
Does anybody say anything outside or walk outside or do anything on the balcony?
I mean, I would have walked out there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
we'll
walk
step
out there and be
outside.
looking up.
It's still cold as hell.
As you say, it's still cold as hell. Your voice is amplified 10 times and echoes throughout the city.
I'll do the shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Is that my voice?
There is a shaking in the glacier as you see icicles break off and fall, shattering on the floor of the city. But nothing too bad appears to happen.
Oh, the temptation to cast thaumaturgy.
Oh god.
Penis.
And with that, the entire glacier collapses on top.
We all die.
Yeah, sorry, that's the end of the game. Next guys.
Every
So,
Nothic in Ythryn starts charging the tower.
running anime style.
Or sea, like combing untying each other to get to us.
You said the magic word.
Yeah.
I noticed that happens, and then, why can't I think of?
Hugo.
Thank you. I cast thaumaturgy on myself, and I shout, "Hugo, Hugo!"
Shaking throughout the entirety of the city, and you see on the floor of it several heads coming out of windows, buildings, doorways, as you have gained the attention of something far below.
Maybe Hugo was a very common name in Ythryn.
Do any of them look anything resembling Hugo that I can see from up here?
It's too far away. You're a couple 100 feet up at this point.
I pound the banister in frustration.
Does that also echo?
Anything else on the balcony?
I step back
I'll
inside.
look up. Is there any, what's up? Like, I know we said we can see another story above us, but is there anything distinguishing up there? Another balcony, like crenellations, a walkway.
So, Mark, would you mind shifting the map over to the exterior here?
To the exterior.
It's going to be in the top right corner. So you are all here, which I have it on the wrong thing, so you can't see. You are all here.
Oh shit!
Oh.
So looking up, that's what you can see above you.
So I don't confuse. So there's 2 towers.
Yes, because you were in the other one previously, and then you used that bridge to get over.
Okay, I get it now. Okay, so it does bulge out above us, but there's like no balcony or anything we can see up there.
No.
Well, guys, what did we miss?
I would like to do a circuit, like examining the ceiling, I
Okay.
guess.
As you all walk back in, you have a extremely high passive perception. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the Nothics steps out into the street and begins approaching the tower.
Well, I was looking for Hugo, everyone, but I did notice a Nothic making his way into the tower.
How high up are we?
Say again?
How high up are we?
Like between 100 and 200 feet is my call on it.
Okay.
Back into the room. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Sorry, an investigation check. 13. Looking at the ceiling, it is basically it looks like a black mirror reflecting the room itself. But as you walk and you look around it, though it appears to be a reflective surface based on the shine and what it is receiving in light from the constellations in the center, none of you are reflected in it. Instead, as it reflects the turning of the constellations, you see the heads of 8 wizards as if they are sitting in these council chairs, visible only in that reflection.
Are they animated, or they're just like it's a still, like they're just still, or are they like looking around, talking?
There is a conversation happening between them. It's small movements, but you do see one shift as if to face another.
So I start like gesturing at them, see if they respond to me.
Nothing happens. It appears that though you can see this likeness, it cannot see you.
That seems weird.
On top of that, none of them are looking up. So.
Okay. So, I throw a rock at like a part of the glass, not like where they're being reflected, but like near a corner, just to see if it chips or damages at all.
The rock hits and then clatters to the ground, and as it hits, you see the heads of all the wizards turn to look at the spot on the ground.
Do they seem to notice me now?
They are all looking as if it hit like the ground, like where you saw it happen.
Whoa. How do we get their attention?
I grab a rock, seeing this, and throw it above Tempest, so it's gonna fall down towards Tempest.
Okay.
So their attention will be drawn to Tempest.
A single wizard looks straight down and seeing you, stands, offers her seat, and exits the council chamber.
Oh.
Okay. I go sit in the seat that she vacated, that's mirror, I guess.
All right.
Uh-oh. There's a lot of reading going on. Don't like it.
Mom, I'm scared. Come pick me up.
Tempest, what charm did you receive when you drank from the chalice in the auditorium?
I think it was Fine Friends. Oh my god. It was Fine Friends, yeah.
As you sit in the chair, the spell goes off.
Okay. That's handy.
And you see the arcane symbol etched above your head into the stone illuminate.
Do we?
I totally didn't do that on purpose.
It seems like it did. It's impressive.
This is the seat.
Bless you.
This is the seat of the High Mage of Enchantment. Seeing what you've done, Valin goes and sits in the seat of the Necromancer.
I'm gonna go Supplication.
Okay.
And can I cast something?
Go ahead.
Sacred Flame.
All right. Valin casts Chill Touch. Both of your symbols illuminate.
I stand up. Does it stay illuminated? Okay.
As you do that, you cast it. There's a thin white line that forms in the center of the constellations and begins expanding outwards. And as soon as you stand, sucks back to nothing.
Alright, do it again. But stay seated.
I will
Go ahead.
I will walk over to the conjuration chair and I will.
Do you have any scrolls? Magic scrolls? None?
Scrolls, no. I still have fairy fire.
I will summon a shadow spawn and have it sit in the chair of conjuration.
Okay. As it sits in the chair itself, you see its form begin to shift and melt and compress and then evaporate.
Well, that didn't work. We don't have enough people for this.
What's happening with this line?
We do.
As it continues to open and expand, there is a doorway that is formed within the constellations.
Well, we didn't even
I
need
wait
all
for the second. I wait for the door to have appeared. Wait a few seconds and then stand up.
Okay.
Does
It
the door
remains in
stay?
place.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Well, where's Freedom?
Oh, yeah, where is
Great
Great Rascal?
Friedhelm, what have you been doing to examine the...
Since they're taking time, I will definitely identify the spindle.
as you cast Identify, instead of information, it's almost as if it's dispelled.
I'm working on a hunch as Friedhelm. Do I feel like it absorbed the spell?
Just nothing happened. It's like it just gone.
All right. So I'll cast a few cantrips at it.
All of them get the same response. As soon as they get close enough to it, they just dissolve.
Okay. And then can I make one last Hail Mary Arcana check?
Yeah.
Only 15.
It appears that whatever you're doing is not strong enough to get through
don't
some
say
sort of
things
field.
like that.
If only we had a stronger wizard amongst us.
I have stronger spells, buddy. Somebody stop me before I kill us all.
What you doing there, buddy?
What are you doing?
Do what you do.
Because you got some time alone in that room right now.
Yeah, how at this point is this when we're doing the door now that you're doing this thing? So do we see you? Not
What
that
are
I'm going
you-
to do anything to stop you.
What are you going to do?
I am going to... So, I'm allowed 2 teleportation circle locations, right?
Yeah.
So we decided that one was generic Waterdeep and one was my academy.
Yes.
I would like to cast a teleportation circle around the spindle and send it to the Eltershall Academy.
What level is teleportation circle?
5th.
Just burning your slots, huh?
As the spell goes off, the stone stops in its rotation, and you feel that same vibration as when you touched it begin to expand and expand and expand, and the rest of you begin to feel this vibrating and shaking as suddenly there's an explosion of energy as a shockwave shoots out in all directions from it, casting through all of your beings. And you take 23 damage as you're shot back against a wall.
All of us or just him?
Just him. You have to be in the room. Outside, as you all hear the thud of Friedhelm hitting the side of the room, there's a much louder crash from outside as if something large fell from the sky and the entirety of the spire shakes. If you are a spellcaster, all of your remaining spell slots are gone.
Oh,
What?
fuck you.
Oh!
What did I do?
You fucked with the pylon!
Yay!
What's the
That's
stone doing? Yeah.
rough.
After that blast of energy, it seems to suck back into itself and then continues on its slow rotation.
What does that feel like for all of us?
Exhaustion.
It seems like you spent all day casting every single spell in your retinue.
Oh my god.
That loss of energy, that loss of life force that you draw from that connection to your god feels weak.
Do I still have cantrips? Because if I do, I'm screaming Friedhelm with thaumaturgy.
You do still have cantrips.
What did you play with, Friedhelm?
I just tried to move it to the academy.
Let's not do that again.
I didn't cast anything directly on it. I didn't think casting a spell in the room would.
Well, now you know, so please don't do that
An
again.
entire piece of the spire?
This is separate from the spire.
Coming out of the room, though it has not been a full hour, the axe is no longer magical.
Oh no, I lost concentration on that.
Had the axe been magical, it would no longer be magical. What magical items are you all carrying?
My bag of holding.
Yeah, bag of holding.
My rapier, my fireball necklace.
A moment after that blast, everything comes spilling out of the bags of holding as they empty themselves into the room and on the floor.
Potions.
All of the magic of every item you are carrying is gone.
I
How's
punch
your
freedom.
Still functional.
Oh, good.
No more wrinkled spell storing.
There goes my wand of war magic.
That necklace, right? That makes my crown 19.
Otis and Friedhelm, can you please both make Arcana checks?
Our guns?
Still functional.
Natural 20.
They are technology.
So 28.
19.
Okay. Both of you recognizing as the bag of holdings explode, examining what you carry and what your others carry, it looks as if the magic was siphoned away, and now minutes later, it's like you can see it beginning to build again.
Okay, so eventually the magic items are gonna restore themselves.
With that, you can infer.
Okay.
It's just a duration of time.
Don't worry. It will. Seems like the magic is running back into them. So after a portion of time, hopefully, all of our items will be able to be useful again.
My horn!
With a detect magic,
Which would be gone, right?
yeah.
I mean, I was still concentrating on it.
It destroyed every piece of magic, right?
This means he's weak now, right? Maybe this is the perfect time.
That's not a bad idea.
Is the door still there?
The door is still there.
What door? Oh, the door.
Do we
Oh,
rush?
yeah, do we think that door goes upstairs?
Do we rush to get everything back in the bags of holding and
So leave the shit.
leave it
I mean-
back to it?
The only stipulation I mean, yes, but we do know for a fact that your weapon would be useless against him.
I have my rifle.
Do we know?
Yeah, we were told that he was immune to physical
Non-magical.
weapons.
Non-magical bludgeoning and slashing and piercing damage.
But I guess if that's the only weapon we have against him.
That
But is he still immune if his magic is knocked out?
Right. I mean, he's a magical being, so if it absorbed all magic, I don't even know if he survived.
Oh.
It depends on the radius as well. If it was only in kind of a
This
small
room.
radius of the spire, or
but why
I
would he
go
stay in
back to the balcony to check on the beings that...
Were there any magical effects out in Ythryn that we came across, like that we would be able to see from the balcony?
When Tempest goes back out to the balcony, you know that when you had been walking around the towers, one of the things that you had seen had been this floating sky dock that was hovering above one portion of the city, and now there is rubble and ash just kind of floating up into the air as its magic was removed and it collapsed into the ground below it.
Look, I think this is the whole city.
So
there's a chance that he is weakened or at a bad state.
Or there's a chance we all run in there
Sure.
weakened and he's
Die
fine.
a painful death.
Why would he make his home base near something that could kill him?
because the
he's-
other people that were here knew that that thing was dangerous and didn't fuck with it,
Yeah.
probably.
Again, I didn't cast anything on it.
You cast something around it.
You got greedy.
You messed with the pretty thing and it exploded, so it happens. We'll move forward. And
I have a question. What's Skin looking like?
Oh,
Gone.
he is no more.
The orb is sitting in Valin's lap with no light from it in her hands.
Is Kingsport just a penguin?
No.
Okay.
Is Kingsport okay?
Yeah, being the spell has run its course on it and he's permanently awakened. So
Oh, okay. I was like, did you think he was polymorphed into something else?
that would have been just a big barbed devil is just sitting there.
Well, this is awkward.
What are you guys looking at?
But Valin, although she holds the orb with a stern tone, it seems that she's discovered what you all did, that the effect is temporary, so Skin is not destroyed.
Valin, what are your thoughts?
I will be useless to assist in anything.
How many of those rifles do we have?
I have one.
I
I have a
have,
pistol.
I have the pistol.
Well, what about Thurgood? No, he's a conjured being, so he's permanently conjured. So
Yeah, it doesn't affect them either. Just for ease, for all of you, creatures that nope, that's not what I'm talking about. Living spells, constructs, and any other magically created creatures are unaffected.
But my
So
psyche
you
is
just already run its course.
As in Valin's lap, Scant lights back up and begins to hover once more.
Oh, it's
Well.
already back.
That was a doozy.
Oh, all right. Well, it's already back.
He's a construct.
I mean, Scant, do you know anything about this thing?
I know it has been put in history books. From what you gave in description, it was found between recorded history and the destruction of the city. Perhaps, since it is not listed, it had something to do with Ythryn's demise.
I mean, if somebody set this thing off while Ythryn was in the sky.
Oh my god, that makes sense.
In that chamber, with the cracks, would appear somebody set it off prior to our arrival.
Someone deliberately.
Do you think the Frostmaiden did it to lower the defenses of the city?
By tier, I think you're right.
I don't even know
Or the
if
Lich didn't.
if the Frostmaiden was a goddess when Ythryn fell.
I will say, as far as the Frostmaiden lowering the defenses of the city, do you mean these last few days, or do you mean...
The last few days.
Well, if that skydock fell to the ground when it was activated,
Then we would all have felt the effects of it. That's
But so
right.
then that couldn't be why Ythryn fell, because it would have affected the Skydock too.
Or the Skydock just gained the magic back, as our items would.
Wouldn't have crashed to the ground though.
I think that is difficult to say one way.
There may
Or
have
another.
been more magical defenses at that time as well.
But it takes out everything magical.
I think we should go back to Tempest's question of if we rush in to face Iriolarthas now, or wait.
What does everyone have? What can everyone do?
I have the rifle and I have Hellish Rebuke.
At this point, has my rapier gotten its magic back?
We could take a short rest, and I would have a few spells, if not one big one. Other than that, I would have my sword,
I have no cantrips that would assist in this situation.
which is magical, so I would do some damage, but not a lot.
After a short rest, I could pray to Tyr and get some, hopefully, well-being back, some willpower back, and maybe my rapier will find its magic again.
That is, of course, assuming that we come across him before we come across something else.
Mm-hmm.
With the Arcana check from earlier, I will give you guys that you know that the items will take 24 hours to return the potency.
So your sword isn't magical right now.
When I dance, it becomes magical.
That's handy, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Dance,
And it
magic,
didn't.
dance.
It didn't affect the guns, the laser.
Their technology.
Okay, just checking.
But then those quarterstaffs we got too. Those are useless.
Yep, those are gone. Gone too.
It sounds to me like whatever we do, at least a short rest is in order. I, of course, would prefer more, as I would like to be able to face this fully prepared. But
well,
I trust your judgment.
I think the question now becomes, where can we get rest? Because if I don't think we can leave the tower, right? We got locked in. So
I don't know. Well, how were you locked in?
didn't the door lock when we entered the other tower? I thought the door locked behind us.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I could be misremembering, but as of now, you have access to the full tower right now.
But I mean, like the spire, when we went up the spire, we did the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that reset or something. Like we can't get out that way. Okay.
Yeah. You guys are all good for now.
So we could go back into
For now.
Ythryn.
Well, if we only take a short rest, then I'm sure we can just be vigilant during it.
Short rest is nothing for me, personally.
Well, it gets me, Valin, and Otis some time to recover some magical energy along with Altus.
Oh, I'm saying I would
So
lean
you
more
could
towards
watch.
a long rest
Oh, okay. I see.
if we were going to do it. But if we do a short rest, then yeah, I could watch.
I don't know how long we've been going. We haven't been going that long today, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
So should I
this
guess
was a shocking occasion, so I would like you to take a shorter or long.
Oh, okay.
What about?
I'll rule that you're very tired. So,
I mean, at least
having
the casters.
having all of your energy drained, or your magic energy. What happened? Do I think to the Nothics? Do I still hear the skittering outside of them, like creeping up on us? Or?
so you couldn't really hear them from this distance. If you go back outside, there don't appear to be any visible.
Okay, I mean, I would go check because if we're talking about resting, and I knew the Nothics were eventually making their way in. So I go outside and I don't see any more. Well, it seems the Nothics aren't interested anymore.
I wonder what made them interested all of a sudden.
Oh,
They've been ignoring us.
that was probably me trying to find Hugo. Forgive me.
Was it just because you yelled from this position? Because they've been ignoring us this whole time.
Yes, it was quite loud. I thought maybe it might snap him out of it if he was around or near.
Well, if the Nothics are the natural effect of spending too much time in Ythryn, then it might be some ingrained sense of habit that they respond to somebody using the tower to speak to them.
That's a valid point. Regardless, it doesn't seem like they're interested at this point.
Okay, short rest or long rest?
I don't know. I guess if we gamble to see if Iriolarthas is damaged from that, or just come at it full force.
If we take a short rest and get some of our energy back, and then at least attempt it, I feel like if we are hindered, he would also be hindered. But
Doesn't he have that plane thing? Do you think that was effective?
Oh.
I mean, if Scamp wasn't affected and this magical effect of this thing here wasn't affected, I would be surprised if it was.
But I can, if we take a short rest, I can get magic weapon back and at least enchant Tempest's weapon, and she's our best bet. So
I
That's a
still
good
have my
idea.
sorcery points.
No.
So I literally have nothing except a couple cantrips.
I
I
also
can't even transmute back.
only have a couple cantrips. Actually, though,
Should we throw it
Well,
to
I
a
can
vote?
get one.
I think a vote would be
cantrips
fair.
11 level
I vote
3 is
go now.
pretty good still.
After a short rest.
After a short rest.
Short rest, I think. I would like to have a discussion with Tyr.
So are you voting short rest or
Yes,
wait for a
yes.
long rest to go after
I vote.
Iriolarthas?
I would love a long rest for all of our
Okay, so your vote is
safety,
long rest.
I vote long rest.
but I'm okay with short rest too.
So you are essentially abstaining.
Essentially abstaining, yes. Yes.
I would vote for a long rest.
Tempest.
Oh,
It's 2-1-2.
short rest.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
We're recording.
Ready again.
Where did you all decide to take your short rest?
I would
Council
vote
chamber?
for somewhere near.
Yeah, that's circular. Not the circular, this one. The one that doesn't have the glowing thing in it.
After about 5 minutes, you see the door and disappear once again.
The door.
It was opened from the chairs.
Oh, okay.
Cosmic.
Well, I can activate the transmutation rune.
So,
Are they still reflected in the ceiling?
yes. And they seem to have resumed previous activity minus the one that left.
Okay. Short rest.
I've already restored my 3 spell slots.
I'll sit in that chair again.
What'd you get?
I have a third, a second, and a first.
Nice.
All right.
I'm going to use the first
Are-
immediately to recast Mage Armor.
Is the rest of the group updated on your sheets for the long rest or short rest?
If my sorcery points are gone, I don't get anything. So
I have said some prayers and gotten my channel divinities back
All right.
and taken some notes in my journal.
Oh, God.
do you get channel when you that kind of short rest?
I will reverse the previous ruling and give you back the sorcery points that were unused.
Okay, cool.
Do
Oh,
I still
thank
have
you,
my
Daddy.
sorcery points as well.
Yes, you still have your sorcery points as well. You have sorcery points?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
And with feet, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Nice.
The wizard
And-
that has sorcery points that fights with a sword.
So I have a question. I didn't know that.
Don't try to box me in,
I
bro.
didn't know the channel divinity reset at short rest. Can I have done a channel divinity before we slept?
So those had been gone beforehand, so you'd have to do it after.
The channel divinity comes back
Yeah.
after
Okay.
the short rest. Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, so I'm sorry. The channel divinity that I had went away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have it back now.
Okay. Then I'm not going to use it.
This is an interesting effect that is not very clearly explained in the description.
I'll take it and get thank you
Yeah,
for the sorcery points.
sure. All right, so are you going to go ahead and reopen the door?
Guess I'm going to sit in that same spot.
Can you cast Friends again?
Oh, no, I can't.
I'll sit in the vacation one and do whatever the hell I did.
I will sit in Transmutation and cast Prestidigitation.
Which one is Fairy Fire? Because I still have Fairy Fire for free.
Fairy Fire, I believe, is Silver Shadow. I have to look it up.
I have Fairy Fire. It's an vacation.
Evocation? Okay.
So we already have an evocation done.
I don't have that.
If you have
fair.
something enchantment, you can take my seat.
Those lost. I think we lost those too.
Oh, duh.
We lost all magical effects, right?
Yes.
Do I
Yeah,
still,
some invisibility's gone.
does my necklace, is my fireball necklace still okay?
24 hours.
24 hours, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that means all of our potions too are
Kaput.
Motion of the potion ocean has stilled.
So we get Transmutation, Evocation, and Necromancy.
You got all three of them?
Well,
And
because
the
Flynn
door.
can do Chill Touch again.
So the door opens once more in a similar fashion. A portal of light. Are you all entering?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Valin has Kingsport stay behind and wait in the chamber as the rest of you step through. And
what's the spot again?
nope. Revealed areas is being finicky.
Figure I get one good counter.
It wouldn't be a normal session if reveal areas doesn't work.
Yes.
Or worked.
It has to. It's happened in every section. It has to happen today. All right. This large chamber has lain undisturbed for centuries. On the upper level, all around you, are tables covered with wizardly paraphernalia. A soft groaning sound emanates from a shadowy, door-sized rectangle along the curved northern wall. Staircases to the east and west descend to the lower part of the room, where a sunken library is situated in a 20-foot wide, 10-foot deep circular pit. The ladder running along the circular track inside this hole allows easy access to the many books and scrolls on the shelf. Perched on the edge of the pit are 3 aberrant creatures, each one staring at you with a singular, hideous eye. And floating above the middle of the pit is a human skull with wispy arcane symbols forming above it. And just so you are all aware, it looks like this.
That's the thing in the middle?
Yes.
It's pretty badass.
What do you all do? The skull
I shoot
turns to face you, taking you all in. You shoot?
Yes.
All right. Roll to hit.
Is the door still open behind us?
It is not.
Shit. Well, it's a pleasure.
As you see it now, it is in the process of closing.
14.
The shot goes wide, hitting one of the books and disintegrating it as the skull's grin opens wide. Roll initiative.
I wonder if we could have came to a peaceful resolution.
Oh, were we supposed to?
Fuck this guy.
No, this doesn't end without.
Damn it.
I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
All right, Altus.
18.
Nice. Z.
4.
Otis.
10.
You had to.
That was guidance.
You had to. I'm so sorry. Friedhelm.
16.
It's really not. I appreciate it, but it's not.
No, that was Jake.
And
Oh,
help.
thank you. I
17.
appreciate it. Thank you.
And on the flip side, let us see what else happens in this room and this place. Oh, jeebers.
That's a good sound. I like that.
And what about the other jeebers?
How many jeepers are there?
Oh, so many jeebers.
Jeepers creepers.
So many jeebers.
Oh, Bob.
All right.
Wish you were a Dresden fan. Because you just said, "Oh, Bob," when we're fighting a skull.
And finally, I think my favorite creature in this whole game is in this section.
Section?
Yes.
There's only 2 creatures. I didn't realize Nothics were your favorite.
They are indeed. All right. So, Altus, you start us off.
Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Out the gate.
A dex saving throw?
Okay. That is a 24.
Can it not be?
I don't know. I don't think so. Unfortunately, I think that's what it is. How about this? I'll use the other number since it always rolls with advantage. So that'll be a 20.
And keep in mind, if that had failed, he does have the ability to just say.
That's right. Don't get disheartened. We got this. It's only the first round.
Well, I don't know what else I can do. I don't have many spell slots. Which direction do I want to go? I'm gonna just start moving towards the stairwell, but stop at the top of the stairs.
Which stairwell?
The east.
And she
eat soggy waffles. Oh shit. You guys look way too similar.
See, I think that about you and him.
Yeah.
Because you both have the green and the red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Use my action.
Anything else, Mr. Altus?
I cast a spell as my action. I moved. No, I don't have anything else.
Tempest.
How high up is this?
It is I believe it's 20 feet from the top to the bottom.
Oh, frick. Okay. Rage, I'm going to go, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
10 feet.
45. Fuck. I'll put me there. I'm going to attack that thing twice.
It's only 10 feet, so you could drop down without taking.
Oh, it's only 10 feet? Okay.
Yeah, apologies.
Then yeah, I'm going to leap down real cool, like here, shoot at him again. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, so 12 and 7. No. 12 and 9.
Neither of those will hit as you disintegrate 2 more of the priceless books, and those of you close enough see Valin flinch as each one hits.
I'm going to have to reload soon. I don't think I'm smart enough to be able to figure that out, so. We'll see what happens.
You had months with that thing. I'm sure you figured it out by now.
We'll see
Anything
what
else?
I'm
it
sure
says.
Mala gave you an in-service for
Yeah.
20 minutes of battery changing safety.
Okay, so this is like a step down and then another step down, or this is a pit, right? You said.
Say again?
So this circle in front of me
Yes.
is a pit down,
Yes.
and then he's 20 feet.
hovering over that pit.
Okay, and he's 20 feet from like the ground of the pit, or 20 feet from where I'm standing, elevation wise.
Elevation wise, he was at like eye level with this top row, so he'd be about 10 feet up from where you're standing.
Okay, so if that makes him in my storm aura, which is 10 feet,
Okay.
then he can do a dex save as well.
All right. He can do a dex save. And that will be a 16.
Hold on. Yeah, that makes
So it's gotta be
5
close.
5 damage.
Shit.
Lightning damage.
As he makes the saving throw, you see that the lightning seems to come towards him and then just poofs.
Like he takes no damage.
He takes no damage. All right. From there, we are on to Friedhelm.
I'm going to move to the edge of that, the other direction. So let's say here. So can you do a measure to him? Okay, so 25 feet. I'm going to have Thurgood fly 25 feet to him. Reach out and touch him for a shocking grasp
Reach out and touch me.
for 28.
All right, that'll hit.
Sweet.
For 16 lightning damage, and then I will have Thurgood use its flyby ability to fly back to me.
All right. So the first damage actually taken by the Lich now, as you see this skull kind of shake in the air, receiving all of that electricity coursing through the bone, as we are down from Friedhelm to the Nothics. All right, the first Nothic is going to run up and attack you, Mr. Man. And that's going to be a 16 and a 19 hit.
The 19 hits.
For 9 slashing damage as it reaches out at you with its claws, attempting to skewer you. This Nothic will run over to Tempest. Tempest, I need you to make a con save throw.
21.
All right.
Wait, save, it's even higher.
So you succeed on that save as the Nothic looks you straight in the eye, and you feel this rotting energy course through your body, but you're able to shake it off before it does anything. And the final Nothic runs forward. This Nothic has slightly different colorations than the other two that you've seen, as there are patches of red over the top of its head and running down its face. And it attacks the Nothic that attacked Tempest.
Oh.
For a 22 and a 23 to hit, doing 8 and, once it loads, another 8 and 4 slashing damage to this Nothic.
Well, I'm confused.
So the creature, your favorite creature, is Hugo, then.
I don't know.
Wow.
As that the wall where you'd seen that strange dark door
Wait, where?
No, thank
breaks
you.
away
Oh,
from
no.
where it was and shifts towards
Fuck.
Valin.
Okay, this is a problem. It wasn't affected by the thing. Shit.
What is that thing? A living what?
Don't worry about it. Just
All right.
It hurts.
As you see it attempt to suck Valin inside this void, she is going to make a saving throw.
Also, remember when we took short rest, if you had damage, you could have spent hit dice.
You see Valin's arm begin to be sucked inside as she rips it out just in time. And it is now her turn as she turns and attacks this buddy boy here. And with that, she will
Wait.
prestidigitate it. No,
Prestidigitation!
okay, so she is
Clean
going
up your act.
she is going to chill touch it.
Little known fact, living spells completely killed by prestidigitation.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I don't know why this
One
happens.
weakness.
So that is going to be a 29 to hit. Holy
Wow,
cow,
she's
Valin.
not fucking around.
No, she is not. And with her spell level, that will be higher level of
Oh, hey.
case thing.
Did you know you had that?
Yeah, I did. It hasn't really
Whenever-
applied yet.
Whenever we're near Tempest, we all have lightning resistance
How close are they?
within her aura.
All right, she knocks out 15 points of damage from the living demiplane as you see it kind of wobble in place as if it's nearly flimsy. And we will go down from Valin to Otis.
Okay. I will use the only spell that I got back. Actually, bonus action, I'm going to dance. Dance off! Dance off!
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
And I will use my only spell that I got back, Steel Wind Strike, to attack everything except for the Nothic that I saw attack the other Nothic.
All right.
So
Like everything?
No, every enemy.
Yeah, this is where Otis decided to turn.
Yeah.
But he likes that look at that Nothic, cut of his jib.
So 15 for the first Nothic for this guy.
All right. That will hit.
Then 19 for the Iriolarthas.
That will not hit.
What?
Oh no.
21 for that Nothic next to.
That will hit.
Okay. And then 17 for the demiplane.
That will hit.
Okay.
So all of those hit except for the one on Iriolarthas.
Okay. Steel Wind Strike. So first Nothic takes 49 damage.
Down.
Second Nothic takes 46 damage.
Down.
Demiplane takes 38 damage.
Down.
And I'm also able to teleport within 5 feet of one of my targets if I hit or miss. So I'm going right next to Iriolarthas.
Isn't that above a pit?
Fuck. Within 5 feet, I'm going to go to this section of the pit.
All right. Fantastic. Anything else, Otis? I don't feel like you did enough on that turn.
I know. Well,
Yeah, fucking for real.
don't got spells.
That was great. You closed the playing field.
Yeah, all right.
All right. From there, we are on to.
Wait, did the demiplane die?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
From there, we are down to
That
Iriolarthas.
still only counts as one.
Silently, it turns towards you, Otis.
Uh-huh.
As it lets out a pulse of energy. I need Otis, Benothic, and some other folks to make a save.
Is this a spell?
No.
Fuck.
Doot. So I need everybody but Lynn to make a save. And it is
Dex.
going to be a con save.
Con. No, thank you.
Politely declines.
Well, it's good for Tempest.
I'm gonna spend a lucky point.
How many of these you got left, bud?
16.
2?
It's probably not enough.
Yeah. No one now.
D4 to that.
And a D4? Probably saved my life. 17.
All right, so what did everybody get there?
16.
Okay.
17.
All right.
17.
All right.
18.
All right.
I got a 9, and then I spent my lucky point, and I got a 9.
Okay,
For the
so
record,
not
so everyone is
lucky.
aware, I did use a bend luck on
Otis.
Otis.
you're gonna make a roll.
Do I have to make a roll for that?
I thought it was when you cast your next spell.
No, but I think we've been doing it anytime I use any wild magic stuff to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
It's too small.
That's all. That's fine.
Okay. With that, Altus is the only one that failed. Altus, you take 15 points of 15 points of necrotic damage as you feel your hit point maximum drop.
Oh,
Jeez. By 15? Okay.
so that 102 goes down.
Down a bit.
Can I just want to know outside of the game,
Mhm.
what was the DC for that?
That was 15.
Oh, you could have saved it.
All right.
It's better knowing. I couldn't help it.
And now, at the beginning of his turn, he will use another effect, which will only affect Otis. Otis, I need another con save.
Okay, that's good. Con save is a lot. 23.
All right, you feel like a connection form between you and Iriolarthas as it begins to try and suck life force out of you, and you see its own aura begin to swell, and you are able to use your own arcane will to cut it off.
Dance away.
Yes. You are
Are you making dance
indeed
Yeah.
dancing with yourself, whether it be on the floor side Tokyo
Yeah.
or down in
Or dancing
the
on the
spiral
roof.
of
Yes.
Are your friends dancing? Because if they don't dance,
They're no friends of mine.
Are we his friends?
We are now out of that turn, and we are on to Z.
All right.
Ryan, so you pull out your giant F-off big gun that you've been saving the
Oh,
entire campaign.
totally. Someone drained all my spells from me. So yeah.
Why would you do that to us?
that was in character too.
Do we don't
Decimal
know what he's
system?
immune to.
You do.
Yeah,
We do?
poison, psychic, necrotic, and
Now lightning.
Yeah.
He's not.
immune to lightning.
Just found that out.
He is not but he did not take that damage for another reason.
Oh, okay. Well, I alerted everyone that I think he is immune to that because that's what I think happened.
So I'm sorry, what was it again?
You learned from the lady that was the brain attached to the machine that he was immune to necrotic, poison, and psychic, as well as bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
Oh, fuck.
But my lightning damage affected him.
It did.
He's not immune to lightning.
I know, but her lightning damage didn't affect him. That's what we're
Right.
trying to figure out.
It was he just said it was some other reason that
Yeah.
didn't affect him.
So
He burned
the other
his
one did.
ears.
And it's not to say that it won't again, but that's...
Fuck. It's, 13 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Yeah.
Unfortunately does not. I apologize to alert you of this.
Okay.
Do you have anything to raise that by several points?
Is it something big?
No.
Can you re-roll it using your type
It's not anything
chaos?
big.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a big hell or anything. Like, I have one spell.
I just have very normal sized guns.
I have one middling level spell, basically, and that's it.
The problem with the PvP
Is there anything
is
else you can do on your turn?
efficiency, like our accuracy is so low.
Yeah. No.
All right. Then we are back to the top of the round with Altus.
All right. Now that Nothic is gone, that was trying to attack me, I'm gonna turn. If an attack lands, I would rather it be, yeah.
Do you have something to, like a weapon to? You have a pistol, right?
I do have one of the pistols.
You have one. You have a rifle. Do you have anything to attack him with, Rio?
If he's immune to lightning damage, no.
Okay, question. If I go
I mean,
here or here, does that count as flanking if I'm shooting him with the pistol?
No, because you're not going to be at the same level as him. And flanking, I don't believe, works for ranged at all.
No.
Only melee.
Well, we could get into an argument that since it's a pistol, it's not a ranged rifle. It's not a long rifle.
It's
It would probably
ranged
be the equivalent
weapon.
of like a 9mm, which is arguably
Still a
It's
ranged
still a
weapon.
ranged
buddy.
weapon.
A
I'm sorry.
net that has a max range of 15 feet is still considered a ranged weapon.
I don't know who Annette is, and I don't care about her.
I'm asking about flanking.
I like that. I like that response.
Thank you. Okay. Not okay. What's the other one that? Right. Wanted to Toll the Dead. Gonna Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dex save, please.
6.
Does not pass.
All right.
So that is okay. All right. Okay. 16 radiant damage.
All right. You see it glow around him, and you see the skull shake once again in the air as the arcane symbols floating off of it become erratic. And it settles down much quicker than you expected to.
Arcane symbols, is there any chance we can make a reflexive arcana check?
No?
just later.
Your reflexive arcana check tells you they're arcane symbols.
Guys, there's arcane symbols.
Anything else, Altus?
I don't want to move any closer just in case. I'm going to... How far am I right now from Tempest?
5, 10, 15.
Does being on top of the stairs change that?
So you can jump down from the stairs to make it less. I mean, they're not that high.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just jump down from the stairs and be on the same level. Perfect. And then fast turn.
All right. And on that, Iriolarthas is going to do another thing. He looks across at Valin, being one of the few still at his level. And for the first time, you hear a noise come out as this hissing begins to leave its mouth, and the arcane figures become pointed and start to spray at Valen. And she's going to make a save. Ooh, which she failed. Alright. She is magically cursed. Okay.
It can't be that bad, right? Being magically cursed.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out how bad it is. And that'll bring us to Tempest.
What way? All right, 2 shots. Oh, actually, just 1 shot. 12. Okay, so I have to reload now.
Okay.
I have never had to reload it. And I know when we first encountered them, there was like intelligence checks or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can do that now because usually I can attack twice, but I can only.
If you want to use it as your second attack action, then you can roll with advantage to reload. You've gotten familiar enough with the device at this point.
16.
Okay. Yeah, you can successfully reload the blaster.
And then I'll try my lightning damage again, so dex save for him.
15.
I think that meets it.
It does.
Yeah, so, and that will be 4.
All right.
Down to 4? Yeah. 3.
Okay, so with that meeting and being a success on his part, you see the lightning shoot towards him and then fizzle again before it can reach. And from there, we are down to Friedhelm.
Now I'm worried that my owl strategy won't work.
It worked last time.
Yeah, I guess. Owl, go.
Okay, I've reloaded.
Never mind, 13 does not hit.
It's not hit.
Alright, fly by back to me.
All right.
And then can we move me here? So I'm a little bit more spread out.
That is going to bring us to the last remaining Nothic, who runs and takes a leap at him. Next to...
And then wild shapes beautifully.
As now, this Nothic and Otis, who have such similar auras, something in their souls that says that they're connected through lifetimes, are now next to each other. And... going to make 2 claw attacks. Oh, that's going to be a 23 and a 17. First one will hit, second will not. And that will be for 8 slashing damage.
Does it take that damage?
Nothics have magical claws, for sure.
All right. So from there, we are down from the Nothics to Valen, who now has disadvantage.
Great.
She's having a grand old day, as I'm sure you all are. And with that disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, she will do her best. And she, instead of using something that requires requires an attack roll, will cast Blight on our buddy boy here.
Yes, wither.
And on his end, because of that... Frick. Sorry. Jumping around between so many screens. He got a natural 1 on his
Unfortunately, Blight does necrotic damage.
Oh, shoot. As it goes off, Valen feels very stupid and curses herself.
That's
But she will make a save to try and get out of this curse, which she will fail, having burned her 1 high-level spell slot that was available. All right, from there we are down to Otis. Mr. Bidding?
Okay, so realizing that I actually don't have a magic weapon, I will cast Firebolt.
Firebolt it is.
And that is a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. That is 16 points of fire damage.
And then, of course, you upcasted that, right, to get it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right,
My
16 points of
non-existent
damage. As you see, it is looking less than great now as chips start to form in the skull of the spell.
I have a 3rd level spot left. Do you want magic weapon? Oh, I can't concentrate on 2.
Any other things on your turn?
No, because I can't cast another spell. So that is it.
It is going to look back down at you in anger as its symbols become red and orange in the reflection, and I need you to make a con save.
Okay,
that can't be
that's
good.
interesting. That's an 8.
All right, with that failed con save, you are going to take 28 necrotic damage as you see it siphon energy from Otis, the cracks in its skull beginning to repair
Reduce
themselves.
it by 8, which should, if he's absorbing the damage, it should reduce by 8.
All right.
Sorry, that's all I have in my words.
Okay, that is the end of his turn, and now we are on to Z. Z.
This is worth it. But
Do it.
Literally anything is
Kill
worth
him.
it.
I'll get a con save from him, please.
Oh, no.
That will be not rolling. Okay, that's going to be a 12.
Oh, he fails. Alright, so casting Blight. However, I'm using my last sorcery point
My man.
to change it to thunder damage.
Great. Okay,
Yeah.
go have at it, bud.
Thunder
The
damage.
light gets inside the skull and just starts exploding.
It's Pop Rocks.
36 damage?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it.
Okay.
Do it by
Wow.
kill him.
No, he's still there, but all those cracks as they're beginning to knit themselves up return worse.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at the end of your turn, it is going to use another legendary action, and I need everybody in the room to make a con save.
Still not a spell, right?
22.
22,
19.
19,
23.
23,
7.
7.
10.
All right, so both of you take. My screen froze.
That means we take no damage.
Yes,
right?
no, take no damage. Okay,
Too much
both
damage
of
for the
you
screen.
take 10 damage as your hit point maximum is magically reduced by 10.
Oh, it's only 10. Okay.
All right,
All right.
now we are on to the top of the round with Altus.
Having seen the success of my spell before and having just watched Z work wonders and seeing the cracks return, I'm going to, with a little more excitement this time, cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
Because that's the only thing I can do besides shoot it.
All right,
Dex save, please.
25.
Well, that was a fun turn.
All right, and as we continue on
Claps for Altus.
from the Sacred Flame, we are on to Tempest.
Okay, so is there any way I can get within melee range?
If you go to the other side of Otis there, like up here, you would be on melee range.
I would like to do that. And attack twice recklessly with my axe. Okay,
I forgot to have the
so
notebook.
we've got 24 and 20 and 19.
Okay, 20 and 24 will hit, the 19 will not.
No, it was just 2. It was
20 and 24.
Oh, those will both hit.
okay. It was 19 and 24.
24 will hit, the 19 will not.
Oh,
But you had a 20. It was 11 plus 9.
Oh, okay. It was 11 plus 9. That is dirty 20.
Those will both hit. We're good at math.
These were not where my strengths lie. Okay, so 18 plus 8, that's 25. And then plus 9 is 34.
I need you to make a con save.
Me?
Yeah, you took damage.
Oh, for the magic weapon. Something good.
Oh.
Okay.
What?
19.
Okay. The weapon is still magical, and I need everybody in the room to make a con save.
Did he take that damage?
Wait, I don't understand. Why did I make a concept?
Because you took damage when you're concentrating.
17.
17?
4.
4?
18.
18?
And then my concentration save was 21. Natural
23.
22.
Okay, anybody below a 15 drops to 0 as Tempest shatters the skull and it lets out a deafening howl throughout the room. And you see all of those arcane symbols tumble to the ground and dissolve in dust.
Wait, so you said anyone who rolled under 15?
Drops to 0.
Okay, so I rolled above.
Okay.
Who else rolled above?
I think only Freehelm
Okay.
and the Nothic.
Did
Oh, no. Not again.
Valin also.
Phil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we still
Okay.
on initiative?
You are out of combat.
Okay.
Okay.
I yell, someone grab Valin.
I have no potions. Nothing
I
works.
run to
Just Tempest,
I
bring
run to
Valin over here. Lay her down next to Friedhelm. And
Would I
then
have fallen down the stairs?
No.
oh, I imagine we're all crowded.
That would be terrible. We need you to make a dex save as you die. No.
After you drop to 0, make the dex save. Okay. So I don't have any spell slots, but what I can do.
Spare the dying.
Yeah, I can do that.
What?
What were you gonna do?
Oh, well, that's way less risky. It's spare the dying. I was gonna do my divine intervention.
Do it.
You can always do both.
Do something too.
Yeah.
Well, with Spare the Dying, so there's things to consider here. So with Spare the Dying, you can only cast that every 6 seconds. So technically, all 3 of us would get a death save every 6 seconds. So depending on which order you do Spare the Dying, there are potential death saves there.
So, right. I can also do something too. It still takes turns to do, but I can do something.
Okay, so
Okay, so it's my turn. So whose turn is next?
after Tempest, it would be Freedhelm.
Okay,
So
I'm going to get death save. I thought for some reason this would just do it for me. 9, so it's a fail.
Okay. Who's after him?
after him, it is the Nothic, who, as you see it on the ground, all of a sudden it goes
Oh.
and sits up, looking confused with that single blinking eye as it takes all of you in, focusing momentarily on the strange newcomer. And we are down to Valin.
You should probably be here so we're not over a pit.
I think they're taking you
It's
into the
all
pit.
good.
Oh.
Valin got a 20 as well. So Valin stabilized and has 1 hit point. Focus.
Oh God.
I'll look strangely at this creature in front of me and do nothing else.
Okay.
Otis just looks like I feel superior to you.
And Iriolarthas.
What?
But he's dead, so it's not his turn.
I can't do what I was going to do, so.
Oh no.
So he gets death saves. No.
I mean, he can spare me on his next turn.
Yeah.
So.
I just, nothing.
Okay. Back to the top of the round.
I'm gonna reluctantly touch Friedhelm's shoulder and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
So
What does that look like? Have you done that one? Oh no.
that one,
Have you died
I think I'm just down on my knees and I'm holding his shoulder and looking up and just muttering stuff to myself as I'm like holding my own clothes. And I imagine like black comes out of him and into me instead of the normal opposite.
All of the downed have been stabilized or healed, so you are out of combat order.
What? You!
Wow.
Hello, noble viewer. As you may or may not know, we actually filmed the last parts of our Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign all together in a massive session on Sunday, where we took all day to go through the end of that narrative. So because of that, we did not have intros and outros to all of those sessions because we were streaming them concurrently. So that's what I'm here for today, our outro for the penultimate episode of the Rime of the Frostmaiden from Mighty Misfit Menagerie. So thank you so much for watching and joining us on this adventure. Next week's episode will be the finale, followed by a little character Q&A and where they believe their characters would go from there. So we look forward to seeing you through the end of this adventure. It was our first times together finishing a campaign, many of us finishing our first campaign ever, and we are so happy that you came on that journey with us. The day that this video comes out, we will also be streaming our Zero session for the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, so that's Tuesday the 21st. Keep an eye out for that on Twitch and a few days later on YouTube, and thank you so much to our patrons who help us make all of this possible. Thank you to Sparky, Dossivid, Daniel, Scott, Rio's mom, Alistair, Sean, Rockelman, and Johnny Mac. And thank you to all of you who have come and viewed our pages and our stories, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. We'll come up with a tagline eventually.